Interview.
Anything really dumb she is.
Trying to do an interview.
Awesome.
Trying to have you cackling in the background.
She goes, Sorry, bucko.
Alright.
Sorry, my diamonds are just seeping out of my skin.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Christine, by the way.
Nice to meet you too.
So I have a few questions. Well, first, how?
Professionality.
Phone going off.
Oh my god.
That is
It's his
so
first
bad.
press tour. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
We
that's
can edit-
okay.
we can
It's
edit around
excused.
that moment.
We can edit around, yeah. So how are you both? First off,
Good.
In trouble.
you're in trouble. Yeah, I see through your
deep
phone.
trouble.
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, good.
Sun's shining.
Yeah, now that's been a couple of days. It's been raining here. I don't know if you've been here, but it's been really rainy.
I haven't. I was in New York and it was kind of freezing cold in New York.
Oh,
It's been
really?
properly raining.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
been kind of nice. I think it's necessary.
It is necessary, yeah. It needs to rain a little bit. But cool. So just a little bit about you guys. How did you first hear about the movie? What drew you, to the role and to the story?
I went for a meeting at Sony and I got told about the project then, and I already knew about the book, and so I read the book and fell in love with it. And then I read the script, and then we hired our director, and then we hired Alex and Nick and Micah. And what really drew me to the character was the naturalistic setting that the whole movie takes place in. I mean, everything is real world issues. It's things that we deal with every day, and they use kind of humans' greatest vulnerability against each other.
Right. Awesome. You?
For me, I was late on in the process, obviously.
But not that late.
Well, it was the script that I read first initially, and I think these the four waves, the initial 4 waves. They're like the fact that they're so kind of relevant to today. There's just fears that all of us have. Like I'm living where we live right now, next to a fault line.
Right.
Tsunamis.
Earthquakes could happen any time. And like the things that are going on in the world right now, like the idea of an airborne virus coming in that can wipe out 97% of the population is pretty wild.
Right.
And realistic, yeah.
So I think things like that just made it kind of jump out to me, and then the fact that it kind of then centers in on this kind of story of a lot of heart that kind of that is ultimately just one girl who's a regular girl trying to save her brother's life.
Right. Awesome.
Long-winded, but
No,
all
it's
good.
very well said. Really well put.
We went down the long part
We
of the
meandered,
piece,
Yeah.
we meandered, but
we were there.
No, it's okay. More than better. So, Chloe, did you read the book before you read the script? And how do you think fans who are fans of the book will react to the adaptation?
I think, as a fan of the book, I think it is actually pretty on point. And I'm not just saying that because I made the movie, but I think it really genuinely is very close to the book, especially the voice of Cassie. I think that Jay and Rick and some of the writers on the script, I think they did a really good job at creating Cassie's voice that Rick creates in the book in real life. And obviously I think that was part of Jay and I just powwowing together and making sure that it was exactly the way we wanted it to be. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it.
yeah, and the twists that are in the book. I think it's really important to make those hit the same way that they did in the book. Like when those twists come in, you're like, hold on, let me just reread that the same.
Right.
So and I feel like after watching it, I think they're really powerful, which is great.
Awesome. Did you get to talk to Rick at all about your characters, or was he on set a
few
lot?
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
said a few times. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. He was very
Just-
enthusiastic.
I think it was just for him, it's like this thing that he's had in his
Surreal.
head.
Right.
And that he wrote down on a page. All of a sudden, he's got like 2 people acting out his movie.
It's shocking and exciting.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he just seemed really happy whenever we came over. Like after a scene, he seemed really happy, which is good. That's what you want.
Yeah. Awesome. So, what are your favorite qualities of your characters?
General badassery.
I just think he's like, I think he's like...
He's just like a general
He's a
stud.
bit of a stud, I think I love his wood chopping skill.
I love the way he chops wood.
I think,
The way he does arms like this.
he baths pretty well.
I think for me, it's like he's
Washed in
very
the lake.
he's very measured, and I think I'm trying to be serious now. Schwitty, I'm trying to be serious.
Schwitty, go.
Schwitty.
Schwitty.
Yeah, he's very measured. I think I'm way less measured than he is, and I respect that a lot. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think for Cassie, I really I am inspired by her courage and her kind of, her thought processes. I think that she kind of always takes the more calm approach to many situations when a lot of people would kind of break down and turn around and never kind of follow through with what they're talking about. So I think she's very strong-willed, and yeah, she's a great character.
Cool. So, if you could play any other role in the film, regardless of gender, who would you play?
Sam.
Sam?
Sam.
Why is that?
He's got one of the best characters in the whole movie.
He's a good character.
Yeah, he's good. He's going through a lot. Got a lot to deal with.
How about you?
Obviously, I'd want to play Evan Walker now.
You know I like a little bit of
I
me lit up
know,
inside
you
there.
wanted that. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man.
Probably Maria Bella's character. Yeah, I think
Cool.
she's got a really great character arc. And Evan Walker's pretty cool too. And I probably wouldn't mind doing that because there's a lot of twists and turns. And there's so much dynamicy to show.
Oh.
I know you wanted that. I know.
So next, there's a lot of action sequences in the film. So do you have to undergo any training before filming?
Yes, I did. I had to train how to fight, how to be a lethal killing machine, weapons and disarming and you know
The cool stuff.
the cool stuff that looks really cool, but there was often moments that
We're not cool.
Well, no?
Most moments were not cool.
I don't remember
No.
them. I personally don't remember them, but Chloe has this
Plethora of knowledge,
this crazy
really.
recollection of these things.
Yeah, every time you fell.
Yeah.
Did you fall a lot?
I don't remember. I really don't remember it. I just don't remember. I like the. I have
Is it just blank? It's a
have
blank
a brief
space.
flashback to flying through the air after tripping up on a tripwire and like being in the air for 5 seconds, but that could have been a dream.
That was not a dream. You did, in fact, practically fly. You practically do.
So I'm the
He's
first,
not quite as
I'm the
coordinated
first.
as
Yeah.
Walker.
Oh,
I'm the
got
first
it.
man to fly.
No.
I'll take that.
Take that, Armstrong.
I'll take that.
It's okay, they just cut those scenes out of you falling.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God.
Yeah. Clumsy, Evan Walker.
So if there was a real alien invasion, do you think you would hide? Do you think you would last? If not, which wave do you think would take you out?
I get sick really easily, so I do
Oh.
think the avian flu would be the one for
You
me.
do get, yeah.
I get ill really fast, so that would probably be the one that would take me down. But I think I could probably survive the tsunami. I could probably survive the EMP for sure. Even the snipers I could survive. It'd just be that little middle part.
Yeah, you just have to like lock yourself in a bunker somewhere.
I'd have to
So
go.
that
I would
the
like
avian
literally
flu
go to the
won't
middle
get
of
to you.
nowhere.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's birds flying around, so even if like
You're on
Right.
the ground.
yeah, but then the birds poop on the ground and
And
the
then it
poop
washes-
seeps
yeah,
into
it's very
the
true.
water supply.
This is why it's such a.
It's
such a
scary
thing.
deal.
Yeah, it is,
That's
it
the
is.
scariest wave.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
I definitely
feel
think
like.
so. It's so
It's the
uncontrollable.
scariest wave. Because how
Just don't
outnumbered
know.
are we to birds?
I think it's like for every one human, it's
there's
like
700 or something. There's
yeah, it's
700.
something like
There's
7,000
There's a
birds.
7 in there, isn't there?
I remember from the from the voiceover I did the movie.
So there's 7, or maybe even 70,000. I think it's 70,000.
It's something
A lot
wild.
of birds.
It's literally like
Yeah.
it's
And if they all
quintuplet.
had
of
some
us.
something that could kill us.
Swine flu was just in pigs.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Thank
it's true.
God there's not 70,000 pigs per
That's
human.
true.
God, yeah.
Nice.
I've just imagined so
I
many
know.
pigs.
Yeah, all over the
Just
place.
so many pigs
Yeah.
all over the streets.
Loads of them, yeah.
So are there any, like, besides you falling, any behind the scenes anecdotes or anyone being a really big prankster, anything like that?
I think Sam was someone that was always laughing. Zachary Arthur. I feel like in every scene there was a moment where he would giggle. Like there's one scene where we had to kiss in front of him, and he literally every time after I had to kiss him, I turned back around and see Zachary. He'd be like,
Yeah.
Because he saw it as like, oh my god, Chloe and Alex just kids.
Yeah.
And it was really funny for him.
Yeah, there's a moment where I kind of like burst
Yeah.
like the ceiling
He's
and
like,
like
whoa.
land. He was just like,
Whoa, I don't want to do that.
and then
Yeah.
occasionally he would just like look at the camera.
Yeah, occasionally he's like,
Yeah.
and look away, and then
Oh, he's a dude.
he's a little man.
He's a little dude. Good at soccer too.
Yeah.
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 So last question, really quick. So what do you hope fans take away from the film after seeing it?
I think the familial love.
Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they like kind of come out of there and cool. Well, they'll probably be with their parents, maybe some of them.
Some of them for sure will be with their mom and dad or their friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it makes them think that some of the issues in their life could
Don't
be
mean
worse.
quite as much.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I think that I hope that people kind of leave it. In a way, I kind of hope people get the social aspect of it, and that they need to kind of take care of the world a little bit better than we do. So I kind of hope it's slightly environmentally like, you know, intriguing and thought provoking.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
just
cool.
I hope
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to think about, actually. Like what?
that I could maybe impact people in a certain way,
Yeah.
other than just enjoying a cinematic experience,
Mm-hmm.
which I hope they do that too.
Yeah.
Yes, both.
That comes first.
First and foremost, I hope you totally love us. Hope you dig our job.
First have fun.
Yeah.
First have fun. Then learn something.
Yeah, man, like, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, first of all, how cool are we? Anyway.
Awesome.
Speak for yourself.
Well, thank you guys for talking to me. It was really nice meeting you
course.
both.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks for helping me with my camera because
Yeah, sure.
I
Let's
needed-
just make sure that did record.
I think so.
Oh, imagine.
You can.
Here you go.